Otherwise, our honor would be lost. The family would be known as a bad family. The people are bad. So people don't go to the police. They don't make reports. You might be knowing that few days ago, right in the capital, a 5-year-old girl was raped in a school. Just a day before, near Delhi in Gurgaon, a 7-year-old child was killed. Boy was killed because he was trying to oppose sexual assault, and the bus driver has killed him. If your sons and daughters are little late from schools, you are frightened, you are afraid that anything could happen with them. Because 2 children are raped every hour in India. 8 children go missing every hour in India. And that makes all mothers and all fathers, all brothers and all sisters frightened. So my question is that in this great country, the country of Buddha, the country of Gandhi, the country of Thiruvalluvar, the country of Periyar, the country of Sromanyam Bharati, will live in fear or no? We have to say no to it. We have to break our silence. And the silence should be broken from home. The old saying was, charity begins at home. The new way of life should be that safety begins at home. And safety is possible only when the girls and boys and the mothers and fathers break their silence. So we are marching for that. I hope that you are not going to keep quiet. When something is uncomfortable in your life, speak out. Tell your husbands, tell your friends, tell your brothers, sisters. There should be a friend in the family who should listen to you. So we have to protect our children and we have to protect our nation. I refuse to accept that this great nation live in fear. I refuse to accept that victims and survivors and ordinary people, parents of children live in fear, and the predators, the abusers, walk free without fear. That situation has to be changed. And I am calling upon all of you. You have to speak loudly. I am not marching just for me. When the Nobel Prize was conferred to me, everybody thought that now I am going to become a celebrity, I am just going to deliver speeches and so on. But I did not stop. I told to the people that until and unless my daughters and my sisters are raped, I am not going to keep quiet. And that's why many of the children who were the victims of abuse and trafficking, they are marching. And they are taking pain. They are real heroes. They are champions for change. They are marching every day from one to another place and shouting and telling you to awaken your conscience from inside. अपनी आत्मा को जगाने के लिए. If you want to keep quiet and just see that, okay, let it happen, it is not with me, it is happening with someone else, and you read in the newspapers, you watch on television, and you think, oh, it is not me. You are wrong. Many times something happened when you were children, when you were young. How a relative or friend had touched you, your teacher had touched you. how the teacher has touched your hand or your other parts of body, you just forget it. Don't forget it. Speak. So this march is the march from silence to speaking out loudly. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If you don't speak loudly, then this great motherland of ours is going to be the land of rapists and abusers, traffickers, who are stealing boys and girls and selling in less than the price less than the animals. It will continue if you don't speak loudly. We are taught under the name of discipline, be quiet, be quiet. No, that time is gone. There was a study some years ago which revealed that 1 out of 2 children before attaining the age of 18 has been sexually abused in one or other form. Not always rape, sexual abuse. So if you just keep on thinking that we have to be very polite, we should not speak, of course, one has to be polite for good people. But India's girls, India's daughters and sisters have to be strong enough to shout if something goes wrong with them. So speak out, speak loudly. Do you want to continue with this situation or you want to change it? You don't want to change. You don't want to change. Who wanted to change the situation? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. I said raise your hands, not just one hand. Do you have one hand or also have 2 hands? 2 hands? Do you want to change the situation? Yes. Say, I am change maker. Say loudly, I am a change maker. I am going to stop this abuse. Are you willing to take a pledge? Yes. Then raise your hands like this. And when I say Kailash Satyarthi is my name, not your name. No problem if you can keep your name like this, but this is a man's name. So, I Kailash Satyarthi. No, you have to name yourself. I Kailash Satyarthi pledge that I am going to speak out and oppose violence, rape, sexual abuse, child marriages, child trafficking, child slavery, and all other forms of violence. I pledge that wherever I notice any child sexual abuse, I will inform a family member or a concerned authority. I pledge to make India safe. I am going to make India safe. Because I am a change maker. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful and thought-provoking address. I now request Mr. Shekhar, member, Etraj College Trust, to present a memento to Shri Kailash Satyarthi as a token of our appreciation and gratitude. Thank you, sir. Dr. T. Usha Priya, Vice Principal, Self-Supporting, will now propose the vote of thanks.
13 September 2017 is indeed a historic day in the 70 years journey of Ethraj College for Women. I feel honored and privileged to propose vote of thanks on this distinguished assemblage in this auditorium, which speaks voluminous history by itself. On behalf of the management, staff and students, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, a man on mission against child trafficking and abusing, for sharing his vision, mission and views on the same. And we assure you, we will definitely abide by the pledge taken by us on this historic day. Thank you, sir, for your gracious presence, which has created, which has inspired us. I thank Mrs. Kailash Satyarthi for her presence along with us today. I thank Mr. Abdul Ghani, who is instrumental in bringing this great man to our institution in this event. Thank you, sir, for organizing and supporting this event in our college. Mr. Abdul Ghani for extending his support in organizing this event and making